Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Teacher Michael, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to juggle. This is the basic 3-ball juggling pattern. It's called a 3-ball cascade, and this is basically the foundation of juggling. Now, for those of you who know me as an online ESL teacher, long before I got into the world of online teaching, I used to work as a puppeteer and a juggler, which is partly why I'm so excited to share this skill with you. I've been juggling for about 15 years. This is really one of my biggest passions in life. And in today's video, I'm gonna break it down for you step by step and teach you how you can do this as well. Now, before we get into the instructional part of this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the supplies or the materials that you're going to need. This is all pretty basic stuff, things that you can find around the house. So if you're ready, let's learn how to juggle. Materials. I'm going to go ahead and make the assumption that you don't necessarily have access to a set of professional juggling balls, but that still shouldn't deter you from learning how to juggle. I'm currently in self-isolation mode, so I can't go out and get supplies, and you may be in a similar situation, but there are a lot of workarounds that you can use. For example, if you have a few pairs of rolled up socks, these make great juggling props. These are soft and squishy, so it makes them easier to catch, and they don't make any noise when they drop on the ground, and they will inevitably drop on the ground. That is part of learning how to juggle. So socks make great juggling props. Just make sure that they're clean. These are not. If you don't want to use socks to juggle with, here are a list of alternatives. You could use tennis balls, lacrosse balls, you could even use golf balls. You could use, let's say, a rolled up newspaper. You could scrunch it into a ball and wrap it up with duct tape. Something like that would work perfectly. You could take a balloon, cut the top off the balloon, fill it with rice or unpopped popcorn kernels, and then use electrical tape to wrap it back up. That also makes a good set of juggling balls. Any or all of these things can be juggled, so take a look around your house, see what you have access to, get your juggling materials, and then come back to the video, and we're gonna start by breaking it down step by step. Step 1. This is it. We're gonna throw from one hand to the other at about nose or eye height. Okay, you don't wanna throw your ball way up in the air. Just keep it nice and controlled, shoulders relaxed, keep your elbows tucked into your sides, okay? It's not gonna be helpful if you start chicken winging like way out here. Okay, keep your elbows nice and tucked in and just get used to the feel and the weight of the ball. Back and forth, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw, catch. This might seem easy at first, but the more comfortable you can get throwing and catching one ball, the easier it's gonna be when you start adding the second and the third ball. I've often told people that the secret to juggling is not actually catching, it is the throw. If your throw is perfect, your catch is going to be a lot easier. If your throw is not perfect, you're going to be out of control, and it's going to be that much harder to learn how to juggle. So practice throwing. Step 2, introducing the second ball. Here is what we're working towards. It's called the X pattern. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Throw, throw, catch, catch. The reason that it's called the X pattern is when you throw the two balls in this sequence, they cross in the air and form an X. So again, it looks like this. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Now, you may have noticed there that I started with my right hand, and then the second time I threw first with my left hand. Juggling obviously is a very ambidextrous activity, so it's important that you practice equally on both sides. Just to accentuate this a little bit more, I'm going to change the color of one of the objects so that you can see extra clearly what I'm actually doing. So I'm going to start with the right hand, throw, throw, catch, catch, and then start with the left hand, throw, throw, catch, catch. Try to get as comfortable with this as you can. I know it may be a foreign type of movement for you at the moment, but I assure you, with a little bit of practice, it will get more comfortable. Now, another way that you could train is to not even worry right now about catching them. You can just throw, throw, drop, drop. That's one way to get used to the rhythm and the timing of this. Let's talk about some of the most common mistakes people make when they introduce the second ball. And here is the first most common mistake, is handing one ball across to the other hand. This is not going to be helpful as you work towards juggling 3 balls. So as best you can, try to resist this urge. Throw, throw, catch, catch. That's what we want. Throw, throw, catch, catch. The other most common mistake is the timing. A lot of people try to rush the timing of their throws, and it ends up looking like this. And they're kind of catching out of sync, and it's so hard to catch 2 balls at the same time. So you want to throw one. When it gets to the top of the arc, that's when you throw the second one. Throw, throw, catch, catch. In real time, here's what it looks like. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Probably the third most common mistake people make is that when they're throwing, they reach up to catch the balls. And this isn't helpful because you're not prepared now for the third ball to enter into the pattern with both of your arms up like this. So try as best you can to resist the urge to reach up to catch the balls. Let gravity do its work. Let the balls fall into your hands. And this goes back to the point that I made earlier. If your throws are great, your catches are going to be a lot easier. So let gravity do its work. Practice your throws and work this until you get really comfortable with it and you can go back and forth, just like this. Once you're comfortable juggling 2 balls like this, you're ready to introduce the third ball. Step 3 is introducing the third ball. So in order to kind of build on what we've already done before, I'm going to encourage you right now to hold the third ball, but don't worry about throwing it. So we're going to go back to practicing the X pattern, but just holding that extra ball in your hand. I just want you to get comfortable having those 2 objects in the same hand. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Just practice this for a while until you're really comfortable. And once you are comfortable with that, it's time to release the third ball. And this is a challenge at first. This is kind of a mental hurdle that is really difficult to get over because it kind of feels like you don't have enough hands to throw and catch all of these objects. But trust me, you do. At first, all I want you to do is practice this. Throw, 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 catch, catch. Actually, you know what? Don't even worry about the catching. Let's just do this. Throw, 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 drop, drop, drop. This is really helpful to get used to the rhythm of everything. Throw, throw, throw. Drop, drop, drop. Once you're used to the rhythm and you feel comfortable with when you should be throwing each of the balls, I want you to try to start catching them. 1, 2, 3, reset. Again, the hand that's holding 2 objects, that starts first. 1, 2, 3, stop. Throw, throw, throw. Again, keep your shoulders relaxed, keep your elbows tucked into the side of your body. Don't reach up for the balls, let them come to you. Again. There is a lot of dropping involved in this part of juggling, so one suggestion is to practice with your thighs up against the edge of a bed. So if you do drop, you're not going to throw your back out like bending over and over again. And that is juggling in its most basic form. If you can throw the ball and catch them 3 times, you can juggle. The rest of it is just a matter of practice and putting it on an infinite loop. Okay? If you can do it 3 times, you can do it 300 times. The only difference between 3 and 300 is the amount of time you spend practicing. So I encourage you to keep practicing. It will get easier over time. The balls will start to feel like they're moving a little bit slower. I'm going to encourage you to practice. This requires a lot of practice. Try not to get frustrated. I know it is. It's actually inevitable. This is a very frustrating thing to learn. But once you do become comfortable with the 3-ball cascade, come back to my channel and watch my 3-ball tricks video. You're going to be able to learn some tricks like this, slow motion juggling. We're also going to learn 1-up, 2-up. You can learn tricks like this, the W, Anyway, I'm not going to give it all away here. You're going to have to come back and watch that video. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ding the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, I will see you on the internet. Bye!